warm. It's pretty wet outside, but we've got a lot of these. We've picked rather a lot more than we thought, actually. As you can see, we went a bit overboard with the brambles. But why not? They're free. I couldn't understand why no one else was picking them. So what to do? Well, I'm going to make a crumble. I've got some apple in the freezer. I'm going to freeze some of these, and I'm going to make a creme de mure cordial. Creme de mure liqueur. It's a liqueur. So we're doing that. Ugh, bloody weather. Yep, we're back and it's raining. Now where are them dogs? I'm sure I saw them. Look at them. Are you in here? Honestly, we've been back for 2 hours and you haven't got out of the van, have you? Listen to that rain. I don't blame you. Do you think it's time to go home? Do you want to go home? You want to go home? I think you should go home. What do you think? Come on then. Let's go home. Come on. Let's go home. It's raining, Daddy. I know, none of us like coming home, do we? Now, what wouldn't be nicer than a good old-fashioned apple and bramble crumble? Probably not one made by me, would probably be nicer, but I'm going to make one, and this is how I started it. So, I've got some sliced apple. I didn't slice it myself, I didn't even pick them off the tree. Although they are available in the nearby woods, I haven't got any of those. So these are from Farm Foods. Other apples sliced of the cooking variety are available in other shops. Okay, into that I'm going to put... I'll never use these brambles up, but I think I should probably put a full tub. Let's put this full tub in. So because the apples are only slightly on the sour side, the brambles are sweet, I'm just going to add a little bit of brown sugar because it's not as full on as white sugar. It sort of caramelizes things a little bit. Not too much. Sarah likes things kind of tart. Some people like more fruit than crumble. I'm one of them. Sarah likes more crumble than fruit. So I'm going to do 12 ounces of flour, plain flour, with 6 of butter and 6 of sugar. Oh, a bit too much. That'll do. And 6 of butter. Doesn't have to be real butter, I'm using a buttery spread from Aldi. Other buttery spreads are available. I like to chop it through with a knife before I start rubbing it into my fingers. Now the reason I don't put this through a machine is because it makes the crumbs too small. They get too compacted and you end up with a crumble that's not really crumbly at all. What you want is lumps of butter coated in flour and sugar. Little lumps, not huge lumps. Just run your fingers through it, just loosely. Doesn't matter if you've got a few larger lumps, that's perfect. That will cook so much better than if it's too compacted. So, let's get there on the crumble. And I've made too much for the tub, never mind. Just gently Don't pack it down. Whatever you do, don't pack it down. Just make sure it's covered, and there's a good, depending on how much crumble you want. I've got probably 1.5 inches on top of that. I might have gotten away with 10 ounces of flour, 5 of butter, 5 of sugar. I can't put the rest of that on. There's not much left. I can always make a tiny little crumble. Right, whack that in the oven. Probably about, oh, I don't know, not too hot. 180 maybe, 180 to 200 C. Cook it till it's hot and crispy, basically, is what I'm saying. Oh yeah, and just one more thing. I'm going to put this on a tray, because when this starts to cook, the fruit will start to bubble over the sides. You don't want to have to scrub that off the bottom of your oven. There you go. I'll see you in a bit, and I'll let you know how long it takes when I know myself. As an afterthought, I would use these little that was good. I would use these little dishes you get with camembert and brie and things like that at Christmas, and just do with the mix that's left behind. I thought I'd just, no sugar needed, they're quite sweet. There's sugar in the topping. I just thought I'd just scatter some on top and use them up, little puddings. There you go. I might even take one of those to work with me tomorrow and have a dollop of yoghurt on it. Could eat it cold, I suppose. We'll see. 1 hour later. Okay, it's crumble time. Now, confession, Sarah came in about 15 minutes ago and said, if it's hot, I'm going to eat it. Not quite ready, I said. Didn't matter. She's already had a bowl full. I put it back in the oven. So now I'm going to get it out because I think it's probably ready now. Ooh, steamy! And yes, the topping was ready, but the fruit wasn't, as far as I'm concerned. If the fruit still looks intact, then it's not ready. That looks pretty ready. Actually, it's a bit runny. It's very runny. It's a bit runny, sir. I don't care how runny it is. Fetch it forth. These little ones I made. These are going in my my bait tomorrow. Well, one of them is. I think if I can eat those cold with a dollop of yogurt. That'd be nice. Yeah, looks pretty good. I must say, that does look pretty good. Obviously, I've got a ton of brambles in the freezer right now. If anyone out there knows or has any idea what I can use them for, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to be eating them for the next few years. And I know come next summer, I'm going to be picking them again. Even before I've used the ones that are in the freezer. So let me know.